Hi, this is our presentation for Deliverable 1-1, the retirement tool modeling by myself, Austin Johnson, and Ethan Wharton. So this is our first diagram, our requirement diagram. Our basic overall objective is to create a retirement tool that compares a retirement plan for both military and civilian career. And our first requirement is going to be our comparisons. And this is just saying that the system shall allow for the comparisons of civilian and military careers. This is further broken down into recommendations. This is just saying that our tool is going to return a recommendation for which retirement plan we should choose. Our next requirement will be values. This is just saying that the system shall assign values to the user inputs using appropriate tables. Our third requirement will be calculations. This is broken down into personal input, which will be things such as your age, rank, and years of service. Our next category will be desire input. This will be information pertinent to which plan you want to take in your civilian route, such as your salary for your desired job. Our third category will be net present value. This will return the net present value for both your civilian and military career, and this will be used to make recommendations, which is the overall goal of the tool. Our fourth category, is external factors. This is just things such as tax, interest, and inflation that will impact our calculations. Our fourth requirement is display. This is returning, and this is broken down into a table display. It's just going to show, which is saying the system shall provide values in table format and in addition to graph format.
This is our block definition diagram. So our block definition diagram of a retirement tool is broken down into three basic elements, which is the user interface, the data tables, and our lists. Our user interface will get everything from user input. Our data tables will pull all its information from three separate tables, which will be the military tables, the exogenous factors, and civilian tables. Military tables and civilian tables are very similar. They both have salary and benefit tables. The difference is the military table will take into account years of service, and the civilian tables will take into account job type. The exogenous factors, as Austin had stated before, are interest, tax, and inflation, and those will all be used to calculate part of the net present value. Our lists are broken down into military, civilian, and age. Age is important because that's talking about years until retirement and years in service already. Military will be broken down into rank, post, and number of dependents. Civilian will be broken down into 401k contributions each year, annual salary, and expected benefits from desired job. Finally, we have our sequence diagram. Our sequence diagram shows the flow of information throughout the retirement tool. Starting from the beginning, we have user input that goes into user interface. User interface interfaces with both data tables and the lists. Upon entering the retirement tool or starting to use it, the user will then input a number of information such as age, rank, post, retirement location. Each of these are going to go down into the user interface. The user interface is then going to take things such as age, career, years in service, rank, and location, and go into the list files and pull out the pertinent tables that are associated with military rank, the location such as BAH and cost of living in the area, years in service, and will account for salary. The career, civilian, and military is going to pull out different separate tables and lists for salary, wages for both civilian and military careers outside of being a commissioned officer or enlisted. And again, age goes into salary and years until retirement. Next, we have our user interface that's interacting with the data tables. So we start with our location, cost of living, which is going to account with BAH. Career choice is going to have its own data. Commissary benefits, deployment benefits, GI Bill, and base salary are all going to calculate a net present value along with desire for education benefits, health care, the value of retirement, and the value of retirement. the outputs from the data tables are going to be, the value of retirement will be an output from the table, along with the salary of career, the value of education, and the cost of living. All of these are used to calculate the net present value, which is then output from the user interface back to the user, as we stated before, in both table and graphical means to display the results.